Okay guys, I wanted to do another video about all the little pieces that go together for making up like trolling rigs. Hooks and chafing and beads and crimps and everything. We already talked about picking crimps and sizing them and things like that, so this really isn't about that. This is more about putting them all together into a rig and what different ones, different things have different purposes, obviously, and we'll see how these things kind of go together. Well, the first thing we're going to rig is one of these, just a little jet-headed dolphin trolling lure, very small little lure. And the first thing you have to do is pick a hook. Typically, for these little trolling lures, it's nice to have some kind of long shank hooks, and you want to try to pick one that's got a gap that's bigger than the head of the lure. All of these have that same, or this may be too big, and this one was probably okay, but it doesn't have quite as long a shank. So let's decide. Let's use this one. And you want to make the point of the hook just be slightly inside of the skirt. You don't want it out like this. So you sort of you're going to have to use the beads and stuff to put it ahead of the line, head of the hook, to sort of get it so that when the bait slides down the line, it won't end up being up in here like this. You need to space it out so it ends up somewhere around there. So let's put the hook on, and this is 150-pound mono, and this is about 6 feet, 7 feet or so. So let's put it together here. We'll put a crimp on. We'll back it up through here. We're going to melt the tip here and give it a little mushrooming. Then pull it tight and then get our loop just the way we want it for the hook, kind of like that. And this is crimp, 1.6 crimps for 150-pound mono. So let's, and 1.6 is the third hole. So let's put that on there, and we'll, not too close to the edge, and we'll crimp it. Then we'll go to the other end, not too close to the hole, and crimp. So now we have our hook crimped on. There we go. So let's put a bead on and then feed it through and see how close we got it. So we got a bead on. We're going to run it through the trolling lure here, sort of get it opened up. Pull it down. You can see the bead will go down inside the head there and sort of block it out, and so we're pretty close there with that. Pull it down, and you can see we're maybe a quarter of an inch too far, but that's going to work fine. We got it so that the hook is inside the skirt. So this is the final setup here. Now we can work on the other end. Well, the other end is where you're going to hook your snap swivel to it. That's going to be tied onto your double line, let's say, or so we need to put a loop in this end. So let's get another crimp, and we'll put this on. And in this case, we're going to use a little chafing protection. These are like little springs that go on over the line and then back through. And so then you have a little metal against this so that if it's rubbing, it's not cutting in and chafing the mono that's underneath. But another thing you can do is you can add a swivel on. This is a small 250-pound swivel, so we could put this on here too and run this through. Melt this. Clear our mushroom it out a little bit so it can't cut back through. And now we're going to run this down. Okay. And then again we're going to do our crimps. This is on third crimp. Stay away from the edge. Another one here. Stay away from the edge. So now we have it crimped. We got some chafing protection, and we put a swivel in case we get some spinning. And you can see this will just go right onto your snap swivel. And there you have a little trolling lure for dolphin, or blackfin, or whatever. This is a very small little thing, but it should work perfect.